The Flash is a student forum for students produced by students. Students make all content decisions, research, write, shoot, and broadcast news stories they deem important to the Eastview community. Stay tuned.
Hey Eastview, I'm Hakim.
And I'm Landon.
And welcome back to The Flash.
Today we're going to be taking a look at 3 news stories.
The first story will be a teacher who made music during COVID.
Then we're going to be looking at an Eastview student who pursues music.
Then we'll take a look at the first ever girls wrestling coach at Eastview.
Stay tuned for The Flash.
Hey Landon, did you do anything interesting or exciting over all that free time you had during COVID?
No man, I mostly listen to music or watch some movies.
Did you know one of our own teachers here at Eastview made music during COVID?
No, I did not.
Raavi has a story.
In his debut EP, Archive Number 1, our choir director, Mr. Dhama, shows his musical talents go beyond just teaching.
The lockdown of the pandemic happened, and like a lot of us, I found myself kind of stuck at home, cut off from a lot of the things that were exciting to me and the things that gave me creative energy. So, I found myself starved for creative expression and things to do. So that's really what started it. Was I stumbled upon some old cassette tapes that I had made when I was a kid, like as early as elementary school, but mainly middle school and early high school.
Just took up my place in line, but that first day I can't forget.
The goal wasn't to go out and make an album. It was just to kind of do this this project to kind of give, in that sort of dark time when we're all looking for hope and inspiration, wearing sweatpants every day and not wondering if we're ever going to sing together again. It was really inspiring for me to have something creative to work on.
While Mr. Dhama didn't publish his works to pursue stardom, he still left an inspirational message for many.
He's doing it because he really loves singing, and you can clearly see that the way that he teaches and the music that he produced.
Seeing all the things that he's accomplished and now making an album has just gave a lot of perspective on what we can do with our lives, especially being in the arts.
That it really is not too late to do things that you are passionate about or that you want to do, even if it puts you out there a little bit and it makes you feel a little bit vulnerable and insecure. Especially with art, that's how it is a lot. We're expressing kind of our own ideas. You have to sort of do things that make you happy and give you excitement, And I love teaching, and this project came out of a time where I really felt like I wasn't able to teach very much. And so this was kind of the one thing that for a while got me excited again and got me happy.
Signing off from The Flash with the help of Winnie and Clare, this is Raavi.
Man, I might have to add some of those to my playlist.
Maybe I should make some music too.
Wow, I never took you for the musical type. I guess you don't know everything about everybody.
Sahiti has a story.
I started playing clarinet when I was in 5th grade, and then 9th grade, I was I kind of want to learn something different, but no one at school knew how to play bassoon, but they had lesson books, so I sort of taught myself bassoon. Music is a part of my life because I'm just listening to it all the time. It takes up so much of my free time when I get home and have nothing that I'm going to, nothing that I need to do. I'm sitting on my keyboard trying to get better.
Although Claudia is a talented musician, there's more to her than meets the eye.
I can't hear speech in my left ear, and then my right ear is pretty much fine. So I wear a hearing aid in my left ear most of the time. Then the reason I'm deaf is because there's a growth on one of the bones in my ear. So that could form in my right ear at any time. So going into high school, meeting lots of new people, I wasn't able to see them, so it's hard to connect with people because I can't hear them. And it's kind of emotionally draining too, because you have to be aware that it's not your fault that you have hearing loss, and it's also not the other person's duty to cater to you. So I would say that I kind of come up with ways to help myself. If someone's not facing me, I'll be hey, can you face me just so I can hear you? A lot of my friends know about my hearing loss, but it's definitely not the first thing or I hope it's not the first thing you think of when you think about me. It's just something about me. I guess to me, I feel very lucky because I don't feel any sort of shame just for having hearing loss. And in general, especially now being older, I'm not ashamed to say hey, I need you to do this for me. The fact that I can kind of lead by example and not be afraid of like what is true about me. And sometimes it is hard, and sometimes I do feel ashamed. Sometimes I don't want to hear anymore. I don't want to have this thing I have to carry around all the time. But it is who I am, and I'm always going to have it. So just being proud of who I am.
Signing off from The Flash with help from Shreya, this is...
Hey, Hakim, did you hear about the new wrestling coach?
No, who are they? And what do they do for the team?
Winnie has the story.
Meet MJ, rewriting history as the first girls wrestling coach at Eastview High School. But who is MJ, and how did she find her way into wrestling?
And I was like, Dad, I want to wrestle. He was like, well, you can wrestle if you find an all-girls practice. So I went and just fell in love and just been wrestling ever since.
As the coach of the girls wrestling team, MJ has a message she wants her athletes to take away from her coaching.
I get to share my experiences with the girls, because like when I was in wrestling, there wasn't any girls wrestling at all. And I was only on the boys team. So I think just being a coach is showing like, or expressing like what I've learned in the past, and hopefully that I can improve their path and not have the same path that I did, if that makes any sense.
Having a female coach has had an impact on the student athletes.
Knowing that I'm a senior and it's going to be my last year, it's going to be nice knowing that there's more girls because there is a female in the room and that it's just going to expand.
I can see how it makes it less intimidating to come to a sport where there's more girls on the team and they have a female coach that they can probably relate to. Having a female coach, it just makes it easier and more welcoming, I think, to newer girls, for sure.
2 years ago, we had 2 girls on the team. Last year we had 4, and now we have 11, with the addition of our first female coach. Signing off for The Flash, this is Winnie with the help of Deanna and Shreya.
Make sure to check out the Girls Wrestling Week this Friday at 4:30 at Simwe. Stay tuned for the credits.
My name is George Mogul, class of 2024, 6'4", 200 pounds, and this is my highlight mixtape.
MTC Beats.
Signing off from The Flash, this is George.